Hey guys, welcome to my video. I'm ShellBell and this is ShellBellsChannel. As you can see, I have a Generation 6 or an original Realcare Baby Think It Over in front of me. So this little guy, I was given him from my old high school and I've done a few tests on him. I've found out that his feeding sensor is not working. But his nappy sensor is, and his burping sensor is. I don't think his head support is, but I'm really not sure. You will notice that this one's head is already off. Oh, he's 1995. So his head is already off, and that's because his head is completely shattered. Wait a minute. I don't really want to pull the cables anymore. You can see at the back there that it's been glued a few times, but it's just damaged. Now, I can't remember the exact way to do this, but I know that there's a technique of lifting the heads off and putting them back on. So if yours is still attached, then I can't remember how to do it. I know that you have to kind of get it to slot through a certain way. I think it was attached to there. There's definitely a piece missing. Wait, is that just the part? Maybe that just glues on there. I honestly can't remember. I'm pretty sure that this piece comes out though. It slides out a certain way and you can get the head off. If you're pulling this baby apart and don't care about it, then just break it off. But they do come out. Honestly, I do not have a working one and I can't remember how it does it. It has something to do with this part, obviously, because this part is normally attached to the head. This is a Realcare head that is not broken, so it's still attached, still functional. So this is what it should look like in the back here. And you will see, if I pull this all the way up, it goes down straight away. In there are two little pins that stick out either side. So you can see this little slot here. That's what the pins look like. Can you kind of just see them in there? They are so hard to see. There they are. Those little pins. You need to line those little pins up. The higher you pull the head, the easier. But notice after you pull it up, it sinks down instantly. I can't really find a way to keep it up. And then you have to line the pins up so they are able to come through, and then you need to pull it this way towards you. This head is in good condition. I do not want to break it trying to get it off. I used to get these off all the time and I cannot remember, I can't do it. It's so tricky. And like I said, I don't want to break it. If you are pulling one of these Realcares apart to use the electricals, you really won't care if you break it. So you may as well just hit the baby's head back and snap the little piece off and then it will just come out. Or you can snap it whatever way. I honestly, if you can get it, you can get it. It's possible to do it. I just can't work it out right now and I do not want to snap the baby's head. And I kind of really want to work out how to do it and put it in a video for others just to be able to see. But maybe when I'm finished with this baby and I don't care if it snaps, that might be a better way to do it. That was terrifying. If you pop at the head enough, these two little latches on the side will break, which still doesn't, it got the head off, but it's still attached to the neck, and you want to get, in past that. This is what I was trying to remove last time. So anyways, that's inside that part, and that clicks back into here. I'm so thankful they didn't snap. Oh my gosh. Now I can see. Here's the little pins that I'm trying to explain to you guys about. There's a little crack there, so we've got to be careful. And see, oh, it will just come off now. Maybe that's how it's supposed to come off. See the little pins? Well, if it goes down, it should come unconnected. Now I've just got to get this part out. And I've got to get this on camera. This is like one of those puzzles. I cannot figure out a way, so even if I push it all the way down and slide it to the side, it won't let it come back up because of this part here is hitting on this part. Even if I put it back in here and tilt the head all the way back, it also won't work because it hits the front of the neck. And if I put it halfway down, it still won't work because it hits. I swear this is how I got it off, is like that. My next problem is the neck is hitting on this hard ring here. Honestly, if you want your head off and you don't want to damage the neck and everything, either cut around here very, very gently, so you can see that there's the soft vinyl, the hard plastic around the head, and then the neck piece that is the hard plastic as well. So cut between the soft vinyl and the ring around the neck, or snap this little part off, or put a crack in the front of this ring, the hard ring that's on the head. Honestly, that's all I've got for you. When I do it, I'm probably just gonna snap this piece off. But as of right now, I want this baby working. And I don't even know if I'll be able to get this open again. So I'll try and show you how I did it. I'm gonna make sure none of the wires get damaged. So let me just get 2 hands again. To put it back together, I found that it's best to have his head support completely, like his head failing at support, and then you can hold the neck and place the neck in and it will click. And oh, why is it not going in now? You have to press that super hard to get it to click back in place, so I have no idea how when I pulled it came off. But I would suggest, if you do that and wanted to take it off that way, is squeezing this part. And you've got to pull really tight, and I really don't want to break it, but... God, it looks like I'm strangling the baby. I don't even know how I did it. I just pulled up dead set and it just came off. Alrighty guys, you are on your own for getting the head off in whatever way you want to. Like I said, damaging it is probably the only way because I cannot figure out how to do it as of this very moment on how not to damage it. So this really sucks, but yeah, I've had it off before, I'm sure, and I could put them back on, but I seriously think that this is how I did it, which was pulling this out. That's how I remember like having to line it up and then pulling it towards you. But I just saw that it's not physically possible with this baby, so I have no clue. Good luck with that. Let's get on to the next part of pulling this baby apart. So I decided to show you both, just that there are different stages, and it depends on what kind of damage your doll has or where it's been. So this one here this is a little head support button. Oh, can you see that? And that is supposed to be in here, so you can see where this one is. Here's the button here, and when that gets pressed, when that gets pressed by the neck, so it like tilts, and you can imagine the head falls back, and it presses the button, and then the screaming starts. To remove this button, you have 2 options. The first option is to snip these 2 wires right here, the 2 that come out of the back of it. Snip them. or if you want this intact for whatever reason, the second option is this little nut here. Just here, unscrews. Just unscrew that and it will just come out the back. This one here has 3 wires. This would normally go onto a feeding sensor, which I cannot get, so that's a little bit annoying. It's like apparently a custom feeding sensor, and I don't know how I'm going to find one. So this guy doesn't have that, he just has 2 black wires. So I'm kind of curious to see what kind of feeding sensor he has in his mouth, but his is still attached in there somehow. So I'm going to have to see how I can get that out. Basically I need to follow all of this wire here and check anywhere that there could be any damages. And then of course this wire goes into the back of this box here. So I will have to pull that box out. To get it out, I'm pretty sure you have to, there's like a glue in between the vinyl body and this hard box, so you have to kind of run a knife around there to remove them. So this one seems to already be a little bit popped out, so I'm just going to kind of lever this a little bit. I think it might have been re-glued a few times. That crunching in the background would be my dog eating his pig ear. Oh gosh, I hate when they come out. Look at that. This side's pretty much off, so this side just needs some levering. I wonder if this is being re-glued. Remember to be super careful when you're doing this. If you didn't want to worry about the body and were just happy to throw it out, you could easily just cut this way around the body and cut the torso in half. I feel bad and don't want to do that. So if you didn't know what was in an original Realcare Baby, this is the inside. So that is a little weight bag in the front, and then all of the wires. That little gold silver bit on the inside is the speaker for the front, and this is the speaker wire, this yellow and black one that's twisted. Then the blue wires, I believe, are for the head support, and then I think the black one is for the feeding sensor. Other than that, the rest of the stuff is in this box. So you can see those little clips, one on the right and one on the left. You can see that there's that big plastic piece with the wire running behind it. Now I want to get the sensor that's behind it, but it also feels like a different sensor. So I have an option A, which is remove this hard plastic ring. You can see the two different materials. Remove that all the way around, which has this attached to it. Or option B is to snap that off. Option C is to get like a little mirror on a stick and look in there and see what's in there, but it feels like it's actually in the mold. See how his eyes are in the mold? See those weird lumpy things? They're his eyes. So I feel like that's what it's kind of like for a sensor, but I don't know what the sensor looks like. It's not the one that's the same as that, so I'm a little bit confused. I saw it once and I can't see it now. See that little plug? We need to remove that and figure out what it is, because I've never seen that before. And it's different to the other one. It's super hard to film in here, so I'm really not sure how I'm gonna... Okay, can you all see it now? I'm pushing his mouth in. I have no idea what this is. And that took a lot to get out, honestly, so I have no idea what it is. I want to just like shave it down. Now what I want to do is I'll just unfeed that through there. And I'm going to test this wire now and see if we have a breakage in this wire. That is really, really, really weird. I wonder if this is a new model because that kept breaking or something. I have no idea. I have taken the battery compartment off, and then I'm going to undo this little screw down here. So I've got a special little square end, whatever that is, that fits in. So carefully we're going to just lift this up and out. So see, this part has to come out as well. And that is because I want to get to this board and give it a little bit of a clean. And I also kind of want to get into this part so I can check the wiring. I really want to disconnect it from that, but that's okay. Alright. Now we can see the board. It's a little dusty. What can you expect? How old is it? Other than very. Batteries are in. Touch any ID to start. Alright. Why is it working? It had a low fire. I fixed it. I honestly did not think that was going to work. No way. That is absolutely alright, I need to know what the heck this thing is now. That is bizarre. And then I need to like work out the difference between this baby and the other baby that I've got. But it is bedtime for me right now. I have work in the morning. I cannot believe, I'm sure I have that on video where it didn't work. So now it's working. So I don't know if it was that little loose wire in the thing, but I had checked it all over and it didn't have any breaks. So in there was where it was loose.